And it is 10:05. Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to this. A very warm welcome to the first inaugural workshop of the SPEECHCRAFT in a Hurry series. Famous, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Fantastic. Famous influencer Simon Sinek always advises leaders to start with why. Therefore, I would like to begin by sharing at least 2 reasons why learning to speak in a hurry will help you. Reason number 1. Opportunity. It is no secret and common knowledge that most often things do not go according to plan. Speakers dropping out at the last minute, or perhaps opportunities to speak sooner than expected, or it could be your boss asking you to present, taking you aback by surprise. But these surprises can be an opportunity for you to spread your message, even though you do not have preparation time. Second reason that learning speeches in a hurry can help you is creativity. I'm a strong believer that constraints foster better creativity. By training your brain to accept ideas and doing the mental gymnastics to work faster and develop those reflexes, you will be able to see a wider breadth of ideas from yourself, your surrounding, and other people. Also, I would like to add a disclaimer. The purpose of these workshops is not to make you become a public speaking world champion. Because, in my opinion, you do not need to be the best in the world to become an effective speaker. Instead, the purpose of the SPEECHCRAFT in a Hurry workshops is to help you with practical tools so that your message is received. Again, you don't need to be the world champion of public speaking to have your message received. So you might be wondering, come on, I'm struggling to find ideas, or I don't have enough time to prepare speeches. This is some of the feedback that you shared with me as we were briefing ahead of this workshop. But I have excellent news. The content of your upcoming speech is already within you, is already around you. And to demonstrate that point, this is not my words, but the tip number 1 from influencer and entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk has more than 11 million followers on Instagram, last time I checked, and he was speaking about one of the entrepreneurs he helped with marketing. Now, that entrepreneur in question was a cook who was managing a restaurant who told Gary, I don't have time to do marketing. I'm cooking 24/7. And there, Gary told him back, you don't need to devote time to marketing. You just emphasize what you already do. And that is the meaning of the tip number 1, document rather than create. Always, all the time, there is content around you that just needs to be highlighted. To follow the example of the cook, you might have, for example, the story of the most experienced assistant in the restaurant team. You can just film a live TikTok showing the way that he arrives in the morning, always has his routine, showing how he cuts the vegetables, prepares all the dishes, sets around the room. All these things would happen regardless of the restaurant owner doing the marketing efforts or not. All you need is to switch on the camera. Likewise, studies show that the human brain has at least 7,000 thoughts a day. And these 7,000 thoughts are your endless supply of speech ideas that you can develop on. But sometimes you need a little nudge to trigger your brain to accept new ideas. And this is leading me to the follow-up to tip number 1. I like to describe it as the blue sky phase. I come from the background of the amusement park industry, and the blue sky phase in these circumstances is the first phase of attractions or theme park design. Blue sky means that you are just brainstorming about any idea that comes to mind. And the most important thing in blue sky is that you do not let your brain object to any of these ideas to cloud your mind. Just note down any ideas that come to mind, and you will decide afterwards which ideas to select, which ideas to dismiss. Example in point. Let's take a look around the room or the setting that you are right now and try to find 10 items, objects, people, or ideas that immediately come to mind. Don't think about the speech yet. I will lead by example and show you how it's done. I will start, for example, with number 1, a cup of coffee. Number 2, a mouse. Number 3, a microphone. Number 4, a bench. Number 5, post-its. Very interesting story of innovation, by the way. Number 5, a book, a book rack behind me. Number 6, no, 7, tissues. Number 8, a shirt. Number 9, family photos of my ancestors. And number 10, perhaps the most important, you, the audience. This already concludes the first portion and the first tip of our workshop. And I would like to give back the floor to you and thinking to you for a few minutes. I will start a timer. This is the practice game. Again, take a deep look around you and write down the first 10 objects, people, or ideas that come to your attention. Is that clear to everyone? You can unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you.
Fantastic. The timer starts now, and Sandra, you are the first volunteer to give back feedback on this practice game. Good luck.
Okay, so number 1, rock climbing boots.
Not yet. You have two. I'm sorry, my explanations were not clear enough. So you have 2 minutes to note down on a piece of paper or in your mind. And after those 2 minutes, I will call you on stage, Sandra, to answer. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. Thank you for your understanding. time is up. Sandra, I will give the floor to you in a few seconds. And for everyone else, feel free to share your ideas and notes in the chat. Sandra, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I have a mine coffee, pencil, headset, a rock climbing book, phone, sisters in mine, lavers, running shoes.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you very much, Sandra, for your input. So there you go. You have potentially 10 ideas for speeches in 2 minutes alone. Now you might be wondering, come on, a pencil? How am I going to make this exciting? I will start my next slide. Well, thank you for Kolja for the feedback. To give more depth to your basic idea, I would like to introduce you the second tip of this workshop. Professor Goss of Harvard University once said, outline of the 3 key components of your message. According to Professor Goss, your message must include people, drama, and action. Let's start with people. Especially when talking about abstract objects like a pen, the first step towards creating a story and towards storytelling is to use people that you can relate and identify with. Example in point, you can start creating a story with a child that expresses himself or herself with a pen. You might also think about how your speech topic is directly affecting your audience, you and the audience you're speaking to. The second core component of a message, according to Professor Goss, is drama. Attention, attention is a rare commodity. Studies from professors have shown that people have short attention spans. So drama will help you maintain and sustain the interest of your audience throughout the speech. A few examples of drama may include conflict. It may be conflict between 2 people, 2 groups, but also inner conflicts. It can be a conflict with some of the mistakes that you made. Mystery or suspense. You may take an example from Alfred Hitchcock, who managed to create a whole film in dialogue in the same room because there is a bomb inside under the table of that room, but the characters do not know. Will they find out? Will the room explode? This is suspense for you. Another example of drama is surprise and also injustice. Surprise might be also very helpful to create a wow effect towards the later stage of your speech, so you have another spike in the dramatic intensity throughout the speech again. And last but not least, action. It's a very common knowledge from Americans that say that show rather than tell. And in that way, you may create more dynamics into your speech by talking about people doing things rather than describing an object. Following up on your example, Sandra, of a pen, talking about that kid with vivid energy, drawing maybe on the wall, which is not allowed to do. That is an action with some drama, and that is certainly a people. Sum up again, people, drama, and actions are three ways you can enhance your initial idea and develop them into a full-fledged speech. Oh, that is... Oh.
Can you show the assignment again, please?
I'm sorry?
Can you show the assignment again, please?
There was a mistake with the assignment. I am assignment only with my voice. So now that we discussed the core ingredients of your message, according to Professor Goss, again, you might add those ingredients to the gist of the idea. And Sandra, I am asking you to develop maybe another idea that you shared with us. The idea of running shoes, if I'm correct. Sandra, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Sandra. And this is a practice game for all of you. I am asking you to identify the people, the drama, and the action with regards to running shoes. I repeat, the object is running shoes, and you have 2 minutes to quickly scribble notes on who are the people affected by running shoes, what could be drama regarding running shoes, and what are the actions, it's quite easy, spoilers, with that running shoes may be used for. Is the practice game clear to everyone? Fantastic. You have 2 minutes. The timer has restarted. Time is up. The floor is back to you, Sandra.
Do you know that tomorrow, that on Sunday, we will have the Marathon of Paris? More than 80,000 runners will be in Paris running. They're all prepared. I am part of the volunteer to take the photo during the race. So I'm sitting behind a motorcycle, and we are practicing. We're making we are trying the race on the tunnel, and then suddenly I hear a big scream. Wow! Wow! What happened? What happened? I look in the back and I see a running shoes that was under the back wheel of the motorcycle. And then I told the driver, stop, stop, no, don't stop, move forward, no, move back. This runner has his running shoes just blocked on the under the back wheel. And that's it.
Thank you, Sandra, for your story. Hey, you only had 2 minutes, and there you go. You gave a sort of table topic style speech. You can, and my point is again, you don't need to be world champion of public speaking. You just need to get your message across. And if I may have some time for feedback, is that I heard certainly some elements of vocal variety, but also a descriptive language and a clear sense of a protagonist and other people, the runners, but yourself, and also the drama of the running shoes that you emphasized with the story. So this is an example of people, a drama, and can I hear you? What's the last one?
Action.
Fantastic. This is not tip for you is when you forget your script, you can ask the audience to complete your sentence. Thank you again, Sandra. Now, I would like to emphasize now perhaps the single biggest ingredient in my story. And perhaps it might be a bit redundant, but sometimes repetition helps. Tip number 3, to give you a common thread throughout your speech, and especially when you are talking about abstract concepts, you can tell the war through one soldier's point of view. What does this mean? Earlier this week, I was helping a middle school student with his history class, and he was reviewing his lessons on World War I. And it might come as quite abstract, saying words of positions, territories, lines on the map, and treaties, alliance. But I found, and he found, much more compelling to talk about the devastation of war from the perspective of a lone French soldier in the trenches. The horrible living conditions, rats spreading everywhere, little sleep, mustard gas going into his breathing system, and above all, no meaning for this war. The soldier was promised to come back home by December. Little did he know that it would be December in 4 years rather than December now. More broadly speaking, when you are talking about an abstract topic, and it could be accounting, it could be, for example, a software that you are introducing to your team, you may use the user experience to describe in a more compelling and direct manner your speech topic. This leads me to the next practice game I will share with you, is to further craft your speech story. Wow, I think I need some coffee. Technical break is to further craft your story using this tell the story through the lens of a single soldier perspective. I will give you one example, again based on Sandra's feedback, is the pencil. What would be the protagonist story from one single person that you can develop for? Again, this is a pencil, and can you see how it would affect one person in particular for at least 7 minutes? You have 2 minutes to work on this practice. And Sandra, I really appreciate your input, but this might be an opportunity for someone else to step in. Gert, would you like to speak after 2 minutes on this practice game?
The answer is yes, I will. But I need to have a bit of a better, clear understanding of the task.
So the idea is to turn an abstract topic into a vivid story. And the technique you use, so pen, and I would say actually, it's not just pen. Pen is already going into more concrete, but writing is the abstract idea, and you turn it into a concrete story with one protagonist. Is that clear?
That's clear enough.
Fantastic. See you in 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes again. This is the Zoom classic. You're on mute. Gert, the floor is yours. Tell us more about writing.
I was born in the north of the Netherlands, and I was very, very lucky that I was only living, I think, 300 meters from school. And every morning, after waking up, having a little bread, my mother took me to school hand in hand. You probably see the picture. A small boy in the north of the Netherlands. And what in this school is really important, you bring your own stuff. And then I think it was the second week, I was totally in panic. What happened? I forgot to bring the most important tool you need in school. I forgot my pencil. It was drama all over. I wanted to run back to home. And then the teacher said, you know, we have more of these in school. So I got one from the teacher. And my day was perfect. And I learned writing with the pencil I got from the teacher. And I still have that pencil at home. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Gert. So thank you very much for stepping up at on the fly. I most certainly liked that you involved a drama with a missing pen and also another person in your story to solve that conflict, which was your teacher. And especially like the conclusion that you said that you still have the pen to this day. Why I like this in particular is that you conclude the speech by referring to this current present time, the speaking situation, saying, oh, this is still relevant today. I think it's quite helpful to connect with the audience. If I may share a suggestion for growth is with regards to the eye contact. I saw you looking perhaps at the screen rather than the camera. Don't worry, I do it too. That would be my first bonus tip for you, Gert. You can applaud Gert for his short story as well.
Thanks for the feedback.
We have now brainstormed a considerable intensity of ideas through the blue sky approach to document rather than create content, and the people, drama, and action method outlined by Professor Goss. There is perhaps one more final ingredient that you may need to be ready to speak. And that one, you might guess it, is this. Whoa, that is spoilers. That is the structure of your speech. How can you arrange your ideas when you only have so little time to do so? A very effective and short idea was perhaps hinted by Gert in his short speech. To have a basic structure, you can just do the opposite. Define your topic and define the opposite. Say, for instance, that you want to speak and present a speech about team building. A way to outline your thoughts could be start with the opposite of team building. Toxic environment, team destroying, no team spirit, high turnover. You start with some contrast that will lead to your main idea later, which is team building. So when you have very, very little time, such as with table topics, you can use this polar opposite structure to outline your thoughts, even though you only have 15 seconds to think. Another situation that you may face is having too many ideas. And for that purpose, the brainstorming might focus on how you can combine some of these ideas. Which ideas are subservient to a more main important idea? I would like to use the example of a very mundane topic. You might think salad. How can you make salad exciting? Well, people, drama, action. Let's start our story with the farmer that grows the salad. But drama, it's a dry season. There's not enough water to cultivate the salad. And then you move on to the supply chain of the grocery stores and all the way to the final destination, which is the plate and your belly. But in this story, is it really necessary to outline all the details about the supply chain of the salad? About the middle manager in the grocery store, or maybe there's a broker buying and selling salads, so on and so forth. Maybe not. It might depend on the context of your speech. And for that purpose, you may organize your thoughts based on the main idea you want to convey. What is the purpose of your speech? We will see that more in detail in the later workshop. And based on your main goal of your speech, for example, for the salad speech, is to inform the audience about what they eat on their plates. In that case, I might subtract information with regards to the supply chain, for example. So this is the tip number 4. Structure your thoughts based on the main purpose of your speech. You may subtract, you may combine some ideas, and you may also just remove ideas entirely based on your priorities. We are already coming to the close of the first workshop, on time, mind you. This is only the beginning, and you will have many more tools, tips, and tricks coming to you in this workshop series. And by the end of this series, I promise you that you will be more flexible and able to present a speech, even though you only have 5, 10, 30 minutes to prepare. And to conclude on these thoughts, I would like to call on the wise words of Auguste Renoir. Auguste Renoir said that I drew this picture in 5 minutes, but it took me 60 years to become able to do so. In other words, before the next workshop, you will have all the time to look around with a fresh perspective, with fresh eyes, all the beauty of the world around you, of the people around you. And this is the feed that you may add meaning to through your SPEECHCRAFT techniques. Again, your future speech ideas are already there. You only need a spark to enable them. Thank you very much. This concludes the workshop on SPEECHCRAFT in a hurry. Number 1, selecting your ideas. And the floor is now open for your question and answer.